This river is new and exciting to me. It's like the shiny wooden oars in my hands that feel like a stick shift of a new sports car. Behind me in the boat is a woman and her two boys who speak broken English, and this older couple from Russia. And I don't know any of them. See, it's a friend's trip, and we're short a friend who happens to be the main oarsman. I planned on being a passenger. My friend Bob, the guide and group leader, looks around and says, "Barb's got some experience, she can oar, put her in that boat." Well, knowing that was not true, I should have said absolutely not. But my ego wanted to believe that I could do it. Every bone in my body was saying, "Don't do it," but I convinced myself we'll be okay. So we launch, and for about a minute, everything is perfect. And I'm thinking, I got this. And then all of a sudden, we hit one wave, and then another wave, and water is pouring into the boat, and the boat's getting heavier and harder to control. A minute later, I can't steer. And I remember the voice of Bob in my head recapping instructions from earlier that morning. "As long as you steer left at the sign, you'll miss the waterfall and we'll be totally fine." Great. The raft's sprinting down the river now, and I'm scanning the shoreline like crazy, looking everywhere for that damn sign. And I look beyond the mom and the kids in the back. Bam! There it is! Behind us! Well, the mom senses danger, and she shouts, "No puedo nadar! Ayuda! Ayuda! Ayuda!" And I speak just enough Spanish to know she can't swim and she's going to need help. And meanwhile, the older couple is yelling and pointing, "Waterfall! Waterfall!" So frantically, I look around and I holler at the other boats, "Throw us a line! Throw me a line!" They yell back, "No, it's too far, too dangerous." So I pull as hard as I can and veer to the left, and boom! We capsize on this huge tree trunk at a dead standstill, wedged just before the waterfall. And I'm sitting there gasping for breath. My heart is racing. My eyes are darting between the passengers and what's left of my boat. And then all of a sudden I hear this whop, 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 whop sign. And now I'm thinking, am I dreaming this? But I wasn't. A helicopter was coming towards us and saw that we were in trouble. So I start shouting, "Save us!" And sure enough, it hovers right above us, and then a rope comes down, and then a man descends down that rope, and when he gets to the bottom, he looks at us and says, "Come over here, give me a hug, I'll lift you up." Well, I've never been so happy to hug a stranger hanging from a helicopter in my life. And one by one, they lift us to safety. When I finally get to dry land, the sheriff is waiting for me. He reminded me of Lurch from the Addams Family TV show. "Didn't you see the turn-off sign?" he asks in the lowest of voices. Well, I bite my tongue, I say I'm sorry, and I thank him. He says, "No, I should thank you. This was our first whitewater rescue and we really appreciate the practice." I just shake my head in disbelief because I'm furious for allowing myself to let my ego put everyone else in harm's way. And that's the day I learned that there's no better guide than our own intuition. And when we ignore it, we pay a price. We all need to get better at trusting our intuition and separating it from the voices of ego and fear. And understand the intuition of the gift that it really is, this inner knowing. This wisdom is always available to us. We just have to choose to listen to it and act on it.